Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Today we're going to look at this. I'm looking down at the Scott Verge. This is meant to be a back tension release aid. Looks like a wrist release aid to me. Okay, so it comes in this packaging. Good on Scott for having this type of packaging so you can open it up and have a look inside. It comes with two sears, one with a click and one without a click, so it's like a back tension release aid. It's got instructions in here on how you use it, which is good. Anyway, they're inside the bit of thing, but let's look at it. So it's a swivel head, buckle strap, which is pretty similar to all the other Scott releases. You can adjust the length of this, which we may or may not need to do. It's a pretty simple system, 2 bolts there. Now, like a normal back tension release aid is like that. So you're basically pivoting on this position here and it comes around like that. With this, there's no finger here, so it's more like that sort of finger release aid. But maybe you're activating it like this. I was thinking you're activating it like that. It looked like a clutch, but maybe we'll activate it like that. Now, there's been release aids before like this. Now, what I think would be good is if this bracket here came in a 2-finger option as well. Sorry, as a 1-finger option, but it doesn't have it in the packet because there's obviously 2 bolts here. Maybe you can buy this as a 1-finger release, but let's try it. Now, I normally shutter when I hear the click. Comes with the click, but let's try it. We're close to the target. So we're shooting an elite verdict because someone asked me what bow I'm shooting, so it's an elite verdict. Now I fitted the smooth modules, which is what I did last video. I'm yet to shoot an indoor round with it, but I intend to. We had a horrific storm last night in Adelaide. A large proportion of Adelaide's out with power and telephones. I think my mum's house is going to be out for about 4 days with power, so it was a massive storm. Like, water was coming into my house. It was horrific. Now, Scott always have nice buckles. I'm doing this one up tight. Sometimes it's a bit of trial and error with buckles to get it right for the length that you need. So let's try this out. Now, the release aid is not cheap. It's a $200 Australian release aid. It looks like nice quality. In America, this retails for about 130 US dollars, which I think if you convert to Australian dollars, it'd be over 200. So I don't know how to draw this back to start with. I'm going to keep my finger off it to start with. So I'm going to shoot it like a normal trigger release. So I shot it like that release. Now you can adjust the travel on this. That had a lot of travel. I'm going to need to reduce this, I think. So let's shoot it with the other finger. Let's shoot it like that. I want to shoot it like that all the time. I'm not sure. Let's try it the other way. It's funny they put a click on it because I would have thought the natural thing would be to sell it like a wrist release, but it's think we need to shorten it down. So I'm going to shorten that buckle down a bit, and then we're going to try the video. I'll shorten the strap. The strap shortens easily. Now I feel like there's been releases like this before, and I'm thinking of this Scott back tension release aid, but it had the bit here for this finger, and I'm just really struggling with how to pull this back and how to shoot it. I suppose the answer is you can shoot it whichever way you like. It's just I'm struggling because I want to shoot it like that, but I know it's a back tension, so you're meant to shoot it like that, and I'm looking for that finger to hold on to when I pull back, and I know the wrist strap's meant to do that, so hence I'm struggling. Because I normally, when you shoot with a back tension, you normally pull back with this finger, and the other fingers are back. But with this, you're pulling back with the wrist strap. And these release aids have existed before. It's just I haven't shot them. I just don't know how to shoot it. I pull it back and I can't get my hand in position. I'm like a new archer. So this video went great. Oh, I can't tell you enough. The more you shoot, the more comfortable things become. I'm left-handed, I shoot right-handed. Things become comfortable the more you do it. And when you get set in your ways, and then something like this comes out, you're like, well, I don't know what to do. And that's exactly where I'm at. It doesn't feel comfortable for me. Pulling it back with my wrist doesn't feel comfortable. I just don't know. And this is one of those videos where the manufacturers hate me. Right, so I don't know. I understood the concept of the back tension release aids in the past where they had the thumb. Maybe we shoot it like that. Maybe we shoot it like that. Maybe I'll try it like that with the two fingers. Because I just felt like everything was wrong. And you think when you've been shooting for 40 plus years, everything's easy. And then they make a product and it's like, it's not easy. And when you're in a shop and you're teaching beginners how to shoot every single day, you forget how hard it was when you started shooting. And I don't. It took me weeks to hit the target. And when I hit the target, I ran up the stairs and told the guy I hit the target, and he wasn't that impressed. And I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And I obviously was not the greatest archer when I started. And arguably you could say I'm probably not now, but it's the improvement. It's like you sit there and you do it until you get good at it. It's the... Oh, Jesus. See, I feel like the wrist strap's too short now. Anyway, let's try it with this. Okay, so I hate the click. I hate the click because the click I just want to flinch at, like all back tension release aids. like I said, it comes with a little sear so you can replace the sear. It's got full adjustment. The release aid's nice, like it's a high quality release aid. I don't know the market for it. The trigger's nice. It's a fine trigger. So this trigger here is very nice. You can adjust the travel, and it's a fine quality release aid. The trigger's adjustable. Like most of the wrist release aids, you've got a hair trigger and that's what you shoot. This, you've got a fair bit of movement to get it off. So you can see there, and then it wants to shoot. So it almost like cocks. You can see that's doing nothing, and then it's cocking. See, now it stays down, and then you shoot it, and it fires. So there, clocks, and you can see it doesn't move back up. That's the sear, so it's hitting a little ridge, and it's just sitting there. The Verge from Scott. It's a nice quality product, but I don't like it with the click, and you can take that off. And I like this in a one finger, so you can shoot as just a normal thing, as a normal that finger, shooting it like that. Like, it'd be good if they had an attachment you could bolt on here so you got something to hold on to. Like, I want a thing that bolts on here so I can pull it back and I don't need to use the wrist. Because I'm happy enough with this. I like the way that works. I like the way it feels. This is a high quality product. I just don't like it. I just like... This is a Scott Ascent. Did a review with it. Now, one of my friends has got this, and it's not part of the review. It used to have a little rubber thing on here, and it broke. And that's it. It's loaded there. Like, you don't need the rubber to reset it. I just go like that, and that's it. This has got a spring system inside to do it, so it's not a rubber band, I think, or maybe it is a rubber band. No, it's a spring system. There's a little spring in there. So it's a spring system to activate it. That's the Verge. I don't know. I just don't know why you'd want it. Because it's kind of like a back tension, but it's kind of like a wrist strap. And now I'm getting a bit lost. So it's like a back tension release aid, but with a nice trigger, but then you don't have this adjustable. I just feel like it's a good product, but it hasn't been thought out to the best of its ability. Like, I would like I'm going over the same points. I'd like a single trigger. I'd like a thumb here, so that way I could change the way I shoot it. But overall, it's a nice product. It's just... And this is why it's good to try products. Because otherwise, you've just dropped $200 on a release aid, and you've gone, I don't like it, which is exactly what I've done. I've gone like it's a good product, but it's not for me. Now, on that topic, about trying release aids, don't go into an archery shop and say, I want to try out release aids, with no intention of buying one. Because they're going to get peed off with you. I had a person come in the other day, I want to try some release aids. They tried them and they worked out which one they liked, and they said, that's fine, but I'm not going to be buying it from you. So we've just wasted however long, tried out all these products with you. I've clearly got to pay wages, and I've got to have expenses for have a shop. Let's just don't do that, because otherwise they won't allow you to shoot releases in their shop. And that's where I'm getting to now. I'm like, because when people do that and they go, well, I'm not actually going to buy the release aid from you, but I wanted to try out which ones I liked, and you're the only shop in town. Like, you're just taking advantage of people, and the shop's going to say, guess what, you can't try stuff out. And then people are going to complain because they're going to say, well, we can't try anything out, and we've got to drop $200 to see if we like a product, and we buy it, we don't like it, and then we've got to resell it, and we're going to lose $50, $60, $70, $80. That's the Verge. Look, it's very different, and I think the triggers are fine quality. I think the mechanism's good. I think it's a high quality release aid. I think the strap's good. I don't like it. That's where we're up to. I don't like it. It's not to say you won't like it. I think this is a release aid that I could like if it had a finger thing down here and I could shoot it like a back tension. Then I think I'd probably like it. But the way it's currently constructed, it's all a bit hard to sort of set up, and the strap's now probably too short for me. With this type of release, again, this length exact is critical. So you have to play around with it. But with that, I'm just gonna put it back on the shelf. So I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Thanks for watching. Bye.